Hi, this is Dorothy Kilty, and this is Dear Julie's January junk journal challenge, okay? And I'm trying to do this in the middle of trying to clean up my craft room. So, really fun. I've at least made enough room on my desk so I can stretch out and do some things. Anyway, she has lots of things we have to do. She has a list of different kinds of junk that we have to use, you know, including things like envelopes and magazine pages and greeting cards and all kinds of things, garment, linen, all kinds of things. And then she has certain things we have to make. So we have 8 pages that we have to make, where the base is one of the pieces of junk off the list. And then there are some other things we have to make. We have to have a recycled cover. So I'm using this book. In this case, the cover had completely come apart. So I've used some fabric on the inside to put it back together with this on, and I've gathered together some of the pages and things that I will be using in it. I'm going to be showing you the first of the pages that I'm making out of junk. And this junk is a piece of junk mail. I haven't quite finished this. But what I did is this was a Toyota ad, a trifold ad for a local Toyota dealer. And I've started off just collaging and covering it with junk, you know, similar to a masterboard. Now, a lot of these wrap over onto the other side, so you don't have to do that, but I did. So, for example, this is a list of names from something. So I'm just going to take this and cover up this spot down here where there was a hole in this paper. Now, the first thing, this was very slick. So the first thing I did was just took sandpaper and ran it all over everything. Okay, so this is part of a book page. It is sort of, what do I want to say? You know, it's yellowed because it's vintage. And so I did leave a little bit of that. I tore some of the edges off, but I left a little bit. This is a book of knowledge, which is like a children's dictionary thing, which I just love. The books are beautiful and the pages are beautiful. So obviously scraps are going to be great. And then I have this one more piece here. And I thought that I would take a little bit. This is a copy of a poem that was written by my husband's first wife. I saved the actual poem, of course, for him and for her son, for Larry, for Mike and Joan's son, Steve, Mike and Joan's son. But I love the handwriting, and it was kind of vintagey, so I just made a copy of it, and you can see, maybe, I hope, the background that the paper had some, like, discoloration and stuff. Now, one of the things when you're collaging over something like this is that you want to keep folding the collage papers down, because that reinforces and trains the paper into the folds that you've got for them. If this paper has trouble staying down, which with this glue stick, which I don't think it should, but if it does, I'll come back and I'll reinforce the edges like this. This one with, this is, first time I'm using it today, of course. This is Fabri-Tac glue, so it's a real strong glue. It dries quickly. You have a little bit of time to move things around, but not a lot. So now I have to decorate it. Now, in Julie's challenges, there's certain things that you have to have on everything you make. One is the Dear Julie digital on it someplace. And then the other thing is different supplies, different papers, different decoration things. She is allowing a lot of leeway for us in using our tools and things. So the first thing I'm going to do, and this is one of the 3 extra things, is just to ink the edges of this. I have gone around the edges, and if more of it goes over, you know, up under the edges a little bit, that just helps reinforce, or, you know, emphasize, I guess is a better word, the different papers and things that I'm being used. I did not ink all of them as I was doing the collage, which I sometimes do, but I didn't do it this time. But a little bit of ink is sort of nice. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing on the inside. Fold this back to kind of get the inside of this fold. So this will be a page in the journal. It'll be sewn in with the other pages because I'm sewing mine in. And it will also be this way. It'll also be a flap that opens. So this will open like this, so you can, it'll be decorated maybe with pockets and things. So the first thing we're going to do is put some different Dear Julie digitals on. Now I have saved some digitals someplace. Here they are. That are not folded into the pages to use for different things. So this is one I started to use. I have to use 8 pages, and I have to use all of it. So since I started using this page, which was one of her Friday freebies, I need to use the rest of it. Now, I think that on this one, I think this pocket would be nice. So you can kind of see this pocket. This was a real library card holder that Julie opened up. It was vintage or antique, so it was pretty old. And so it did tear a little bit when she was opening it. So I'm just cutting this out. Now, the way this works, I'm going to fold this down, okay? So that's going to reinforce the top edge of this. And then these sides will be folded in and will wrap around the pocket, okay? So here we go. Okay, and then this is going to be folded up. Now, just to make sure, I'm actually going to fold it down here a little bit, because I want this whole edge to show, because it's just fun. Okay, let's make sure I folded it right, and then everything wraps around, and it does. Now, on this here, I am going to cut it a little bit. So that this will fold down and reinforce it. Now I'm also going to go ahead and fold this down. I didn't cut it quite straight, obviously, but I think that I will get, you know, I'm gonna reinforce it, but then I'm just gonna put some of this over it. Now normally there would be nothing up here, but because, you know, it was probably this color and I don't have that color, So let's just put this aside. This is one of the book pages I'm using right now. I'm just going to use it for like a glue page. And this. Okay, so now that will be glued down, and then this can go right around this. I'm just measuring right now. I won't actually wrap it around, although I could, because I'm going to glue it down. But so I need to know about how far down it's going to go, and it will go down to where my finger is here. Okay, so now we'll put this over this. Push it down, and then I'm just going to cut this off. Along this edge. Okay, we'll put these scraps aside for just a minute. And I have a corner punch here, so I'm going to use that to round these corners. Okay. Whoops, did I not put glue there, or is the glue not sticking? You know, let me put this aside, cover it up, because if you don't cover it up, it might dry out. And take this Fabri-Tac and put that along this edge. Let's see if I was sloppy or if the rest of it isn't staying too, this corner isn't staying too well either. Okay, now I'm going to round these corners again because they didn't really round. Let's try the bigger one. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, and now this will go around here and glue, and then we'll have our library pocket. So I'm going to go down here. Now, you could have folded this in and on the inside, and then that would make a more plain background. But I think library cards generally were folded this way. So now here we have the card, and I'm going to cut like this. Okay, we want it to fit inside, so is this going to fit inside? Okay, and I'm going to fold it over. Now what we want is this top part. Okay, I'm going to cut this apart. Okay, and now we'll glue this together. And I am going to do a combination of this. Oh, it's about out. Only because I don't want to be digging for this along the edge. Now I am kind of going curved around the corners a little bit to make sure there's enough glue, because I will probably round these two just for the fun of it. Okay, they just look pretty rounded. And then I'm going to ink the edges of it. Whoops, that is glue. Now, you'll see this coming out like this. Okay, and then the person can pull it out and just flip it over and use this for journaling. So it's kind of cool that you can kind of see the writing and the dates and stuff, 1972, from the people. Now I'm going to put this right on the front of this. So again, this wrapping around a little bit is coming off. That may just be that glue stick was a little bit dried out. So I will have to really pay attention to these. Okay, I'm going to put this on here like this. Now, what happens, I'm going to glue it here and here so it's a tuck spot, not a pocket. So you have the pocket here, and you have the tuck spot in the back where something else can go. So I'm going to do it on this side and this side. Okay. So that just gives you a little bit more room, and we'll put this down. I often like to just take a clip, especially if I'm still working on it. It kind of holds it in place while I figure out what else I'm going to do. Now on this one, we don't have to have pockets on every page, and I probably won't put it on every page, but putting something else on this would be nice. I have a variety of Julie's pages and things here. This won't fit this way, and I'd rather have something that kind of looks okay going up and down, so I'm going to take this one. Again, I'm going to round the corners on this one and ink it for good measure. Okay, but before I glue it here, I want to have kind of a fun background. Now this is what it actually is a baby wipe that's used up. I keep baby wipes around here for to wipe my hands because it takes the glue off well. But if I put that on here, you can see that it kind of helps add a little bit of texture and interest to it. Okay, so we'll go like this. Ink around the edge. So ink is one of the 3 extra things that needs to go on it. So the page is inked, and then this digital is also inked, and then this piece of scratch is one of the things. So we have the digital, and we have 2 things. I am going to, now I don't like to glue all the way out to the edge of things like this when they're sticking out, because I think that if they are a little rough and they, you know, kind of, it gives kind of a 3D effect around the edge of whatever I put on. Okay, these flowers look like they go this, no, I think they can go this way. Okay, so we'll put this on. So that's decorated. It has a, what does it have? It has the digital, it has ink, it has that scrap paper from a baby wipe, and then along this edge, we're going to take a couple of these. Actually, we're going to take 3 of them. Now, this is off a linen curtain, so this counts as linen. And I'm just going to put it in the bottom corner like this. I want it to stick over the page. And so now we have this and this kind of balancing each other out. There's different kinds of balance that people use, and it isn't always just, you know, absolutely symmetrical. So these two kind of balance out. So that part of it's done. Now this one here, it should be well glued here now. So we need to add some things. Again, I've inked this, okay? This is a digital. I have added a piece of an old letter. I can take, let's jump away. And let's see where I have. This is a little bit of music page. I like using music page. I think it's really pretty. So we'll put some music page here, and then I think I want to tear this a little bit.
Are you filming?
I am.
Oh.
This here, okay, and then something on this that's how about this little piece of lace right down here, like that. So this is a scrap. This is, who knows where I got it. Actually, I have a roll. This is like a vintage lace, and I have a roll of it. And this is a scrap from something that I was making. So this can go, I'm going to put it off a little bit, like this, and then we can glue this down. So now we have a scrap of lace, music paper, ink, and an old letter decorating this. Okay, now that is, I'm going to do more on the inside. I want to have corner pockets here that things can go in, and then something on the back here. Actually, I know exactly what I'm going to put on the back there. I took a bunch of scraps and I made these little scrappy notebooks of different things. And I'm just going to take one of those scrappy notebooks and glue it down here. I've got different kinds of paper, note paper, these, an old stamp, and it's been stapled. So let me start by inking the top. Now I wanted these to be really random, and they are. They're not like a organized waterfall or something. They're just sloppy, that's all. And I could make this removable, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take and glue across the back of this here. And then I'm going to take a couple of these. I just love these. It's one of my favorite little things, and I'm going to be so sorry when they're gone. I do have some more someplace else, but I'm going to glue it like this so it helps hold that down. I look at the back of these to see if there's a difference, if one's more of a back. And this one's flatter on this side, so to me that's the back. So we're going to put it right here, like that. And then we'll take this word. Cut it out. Now this is a legitimate digital. This is a piece of Julie's digital. When you add a digital, you don't have to add a ton of it. Just a little bit is good. So we'll put a little bit right down there. Why? Because. Okay? And I wonder, I have some sorted. I wonder if I have a bee in here. I'm not going to go looking for something right now because I'm trying to keep this video short. But no, I don't have a bee in this random things. I have a flower, but that's okay. I don't need one. So there we go. Again, I'll come back and add the corner pockets on the sides of this. This will get sewn in like this, right on this seam here, and it'll be a page in my journal. So everybody, thanks for being here. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you'll check out Dear Julie's monthly challenges. This, they're really fun. They're different kinds. They are challenges. They are a challenge. Make you think a little bit. But she demonstrates how to do everything that she does. So, you know, if you watch it during the month, and she has lives and things, so it's a lot of fun. So thanks for joining me. I appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.